Do our cats truly miss us when we leave the house? This question lingers in the minds of millions of cat owners across the globe. We watch our feline companions, often portrayed as aloof and self-sufficient, and we wonder about the depth of their feelings. Some people are convinced their cats are indifferent to their comings and goings, content as long as their food bowl is full. Others will swear their cat pines for them, waiting patiently by the door for their return. Understanding this dynamic is not just an idle curiosity. It fundamentally shapes our relationship with these enigmatic creatures. It influences how we care for them and how we interpret their often subtle behaviors. The answer, it turns out, is not a simple yes or no. The truth lies within the fascinating world of modern feline behavioral science. For decades, our understanding of cats has been clouded by comparisons to dogs and by myths rooted in their solitary ancestral past. For centuries, cats have been saddled with a reputation for being solitary, independent, emotionally distant. This stereotype paints them as opportunistic creatures. They tolerate human presence merely for the provision of food and shelter. This myth stems from a fundamental misunderstanding of their evolutionary history. The domestic cat's ancestor, the African wildcat, Felis libica, is indeed a largely solitary hunter. This genetic inheritance makes them less overtly social than pack animals like dogs. However, domestication, co-evolution with humans over nearly 10,000 years, has reshaped their social capabilities. Modern science has debunked the idea that cats can't form strong social bonds. Free-roaming domestic cats often form complex social groups, known as colonies. Within these groups, female cats, especially related ones, often cooperate in raising kittens. They groom each other, they share resources, they display clear signs of affiliation, like rubbing against one another, and sleeping in close contact. This sociability adapted when cats moved into our homes. Humans often became the cat's new colony. They are not solitary by nature but flexibly social. Crucial evidence comes from attachment studies. Researchers adapted the secure base test, first used for human infants. In the test, a cat and its owner are placed in an unfamiliar room. The cat is observed when the owner is present, when the owner leaves, and upon their reunion. Over 60% of cats in key studies show a secure attachment. They use their owner as a secure base to explore. They show distress when the owner leaves. They seek contact and comfort when the owner returns. This shows the owner is not just a food dispenser, but a source of safety and security. Cats with secure attachments are measurably less stressed when their owner is present. The bond a cat forms with its owner is not just a matter of habit. It is a deep biological and psychological connection. At the heart of this connection is the concept of attachment, a specific and enduring emotional bond with a particular individual. When a cat is securely attached, its owner becomes a haven of safety in a world that can often feel threatening. This is why many cats seem more confident and playful when their trusted person is nearby. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence for this bond lies in the world of hormones. Recent studies have shown that cats, too, experience a rise in oxytocin levels after being petted and spoken to kindly by their owners. This physiological response demonstrates that the bond is not just in our imagination. It is a real, measurable biological event within the cat's body. Cats communicate their feelings in a language far more subtle than dogs. Recognizing the signs that your cat misses you requires careful observation. One common indicator is a change in vocalization. A typically quiet cat may begin to meow more often when left alone or before you leave. A cat may yowl more frequently, or your cat might chirp more often. This isn't a demand for food, it's a contact call, trying to locate and connect. They're basically asking, "Where are you?" in the only way they know. Another clear sign is shadowing behavior. As departure nears, your cat may follow you from room to room. It may stay close to your feet. This is attachment anxiety, not curiosity. Many cats perform greeting rituals when you return. They may run to the door, raise their tail straight up with a slight quiver at the tip, rub against your ankles, purr loudly. That's the feline equivalent of a joyful embrace. Changes in daily routines are a clue. A stressed cat might lose its appetite, or it might eat more to self-soothe. Sleeping patterns can change. Some sleep more than usual. Others get restless and can't settle. A telling sign: sleeping on items that carry your scent, on a pile of your laundry, on your side of the bed, on a favorite sweater. This scent soaking comforts them with your smell. In extreme cases, distress can look like bad behavior, destructive scratching at doors or windows, inappropriate urination or defecation. This isn't revenge or spite. The cat is marking scent-soaked areas to mingle smells. It's an attempt to self-soothe profound anxiety. Just as no two humans experience relationships in the exact same way, no two cats will show they miss their owner identically. A variety of factors contribute to how a cat experiences and expresses separation. The cat's individual personality is perhaps the most significant variable. Some cats are naturally more confident, outgoing, resilient. These individuals may handle periods of solitude with relative ease, showing only subtle signs of missing their person. In contrast, a cat that is naturally more timid, anxious, or highly sensitive may experience separation much more acutely, displaying more obvious and intense signs of distress. A cat's early life experiences also play a crucial role. Proper socialization between 2 and 7 weeks supports secure bonds. Orphaning, early weaning, or limited contact can predispose to separation anxiety. Past abandonment or instability can leave scars, making some rescue cats more dependent on their new owner and more fearful of being left again. Young kittens naturally show more distress when separated. Senior cats with declining senses or cognitive dysfunction may also rely more on predictable presence. A stimulating home with vertical space and toys helps independence. The relationship itself matters too. Regular interactive play and consistent affection build confidence and strengthen the secure bond. Therefore, when we ask if a cat misses us, the answer is always personal, shaped by personality, past, age, and the unique trust it shares with its person. Knowing that our cats can miss us, we have a responsibility to make their time alone as comfortable and stress-free as possible. The most powerful tool at our disposal is routine. Cats are creatures of habit, and predictability creates a sense of security. Try to keep feeding times, play sessions, and even your departure and arrival times as consistent as possible. A stable routine helps reinforce that your absence is temporary, and your return is certain. Enriching your cat's environment is another essential step. Combat boredom with puzzle feeders, leave out safe toys, and rotate them regularly to keep them novel and interesting. Creating vertical space with cat trees and window perches lets them watch birds, people, and passing cars. The way you leave and return matters. Avoid long, dramatic, emotional goodbyes. Drawing out your departure can increase your cat's anxiety. Instead, make exits matter-of-fact and returns calm. A quiet hello and gentle pet are most reassuring. Leave an unlaundered t-shirt or blanket with your scent, and consider a low-volume talk or classical station for soothing background noise. For bigger worries, synthetic pheromone diffusers can help promote calm. Always consult your veterinarian before starting any new product to ensure it's right for your cat. With routine, enrichment, and calm transitions, many cats settle more easily when left alone. This teaches the cat that your comings and goings are normal, low-stress parts of life. So, do cats really miss you when you are gone? The overwhelming consensus from modern behavioral science is a resounding yes. They may not show it like a dog, tail-wagging, face-licking exuberance. Still, many cats form profound, secure attachments to their human caregivers. They see us as a source of safety and security. Our absence is not just noticed, it is felt. They demonstrate this feeling through a subtle language of increased vocalizations, changes in routine, quiet greetings, and clear signs of anxiety and stress. Their love is spoken in a different dialect. Learn to read their quiet signals. Respond with patience and compassion. A stable routine, an enriched environment, and calm transitions ease their stress. If you observe persistent over-grooming or inappropriate urination, seek advice from your veterinarian or a qualified cat behaviorist. Appreciate the gentle headbutt, quiet purr, and soft blink, and honor their need for both closeness and independence. Your cat does miss you. It shows you this every day in its own quiet way.